What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Rad, the podcast with the Radkatz.
Yeah, we're here to talk about stuff.
All the stuff, and we've got an exciting episode planned, full of weekly hijinks and
highlights, magazine.
highlights, and I would love to talk about just all the good things that happen, but there's a lot of not so good things that happen.
Yeah, the first of the year, a controversy happens with a famous YouTuber, and you probably all know this one. It's probably old news by now, but we want to speak our minds on it. And it's Logan Paul. You know, day one.
Just when you think 2018 is going to be great.
Day one, Logan Paul does something. What did he do? Maybe you're out of the loop. I don't know why you would be, because it's been all over the news, but he filmed a dead body on one of his vlogs. It was pretty bad. He had to apologize for it twice, because the first apology
was very self-conceited.
Yeah. Put an emoji.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I read the apology and I felt it, but he did kind of, it was like, I'm sorry that I'm awesome.
Winky face.
I thought it was a peace, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a peace sign, but
peace sign.
Sorry, I'm awesome. Wink. It's like, yeah. But then he made another video where he was more sincere about it.
Oh, he looked demoralized as a human being in that video, like he's been crying for weeks, and I don't hate Logan Paul. Honestly, I don't even know the guy, but from what I've seen, a lot of his content's like really obnoxious. But I don't know. I mean, his end of the year video, I actually really enjoyed. You know, it was very inspiring. Talked about everything he did, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, he got reprimanded. He got what kind of he deserved, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know, to ruin the guy's career over that when people show videos of people dying all the time. You know,
on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. The Las Vegas shootings on YouTube. You can go Google it.
Yeah. But of course the people are. But how he handled it was very poor. Usually when you show a dead body, it's not really done for comedy. It's done for shock, or even done for like research. Like JFK shooting. That's still there. That's like historical footage.
Yeah, you can still see his brains getting blown out.
Yeah, but this is a very poor move for Jake Paul and
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. I'm sorry.
They're both the same.
Yeah, they're kind of interchangeable. But
go ahead.
Oh, what did you say?
I was just gonna say, essentially what he did is he was in Japan.
Yeah. And
he went to the Japanese suicide forest.
Yeah, and I think it's called Akagahara Forest.
Yeah.
Sea of Trees.
Yeah. Anyway, the point of the video he made was apparently the place is haunted because there's been so many people that have killed themselves there. Yeah. So he went there in hopes of filming like a haunted video, not a suicide video. But they wandered off the path, which, number one, you're not supposed to do.
That's where people take their lives off the path.
Yeah, they wander off the path, and that's when they kill themselves. Yeah. But anyway, they wandered off the path, and it was like 100 yards away. They saw a dead body hanging there. So what did they do? Instead of turning off the camera, which I understand, they were probably in shock and didn't really know how to act because, I mean, I have seen a dead body before, and not just at funerals, and I didn't know how to act. So I don't know. Honestly, after the fact, everybody can say, oh, I would have done this, or he should have done that, or X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, you weren't there in the moment. I understand. He shouldn't have made the video. As soon as they saw the dead body, they should have turned off the cameras and walked away. But
I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. Suicide is a bad thing. But yeah, how he should have handled it is like maybe when he saw the body, he should have like turned the camera off and said, we wandered off the path. We actually saw a dead body. You know, you should have just told about it, not show the body, and it's like then talk about suicide. that's how he could have handled it way better. But he, I don't know what he was thinking when he did that.
He goofed. He just screwed the pooch.
Yeah,
is what he did.
So yeah. Oh yeah, I remember there was this documentary from Vice about a man who worked at the forest, the park, and you do see a dead body, but it's handled much more better. It's like in that stuff, like you expect to find a dead body because he's the guy is out there trying to find a dead body. He has to report it. And
so that's that guy's whole job.
Yeah, it's a very demoralizing job, but
it's a very depressing job.
Yeah. But if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube, surprisingly. Now the body isn't graphic, it's like a like it's been there for so long it's now just a skeleton. So
there's no skin on it or anything?
No, it's
wow. Is there clothes?
Yes, there's clothes. It's just been left there for a long time. But yeah, it's the documentary is pretty what's the word, like graphic, I guess. Even though the body itself isn't very like is just a skeleton, it's still kind of depressing in a way. So if you're gonna go watch it, just be warned, some discretion.
Yeah, and you can still go on YouTube as well, and you can still watch Logan Paul's video. It's been re-uploaded, not by him, by other channels.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not like you see the dead body, but he blurs out the face. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of graphic, and he warns you in the video it's graphic. Essentially, I think what he was trying to do was raise awareness for suicide, but just backfired horribly. I mean, first of all, you don't crack jokes when you see a dead body.
Yeah. They weren't taking it seriously, really.
No, which I mean, maybe that's how he reacts when he's like when he encounters death or whatever. I mean, he's a comedian, and most comedians, maybe that's how they cope with seeing stuff that's shocking like that. Is they try to crack jokes and make the mood light. So I don't know. I mean, he is a comedian, I guess, but I'm not condoning his actions, but I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, Skyler, he told me the story of when he saw someone die and someone got shot.
Yeah, it was terrible. So like how I mentioned, like I see somebody die, but essentially I was driving to a gas station, driving past the gas station, not to, but where I was living at the time, what the people at the gas station do is they actually have like pump attendants, and they'll take the money from you, and then they fill up your car for you. And so they usually have a lot of money in their pockets because they got to give change back to people or whatever. And anyway, someone came up and tried to rob him, and I guess the guy didn't give him money, so they shot him 3 times, and he dropped. Like, we were driving by, heard the gunshots, and looked over and saw the guy's body just drop to the ground. So I mean, how I reacted, I was like, oh my, did that just happen? And we just kept driving. Like, we were super scared. And so, I mean, maybe that's how Logan Paul reacts, is instead of freaking out, he tries to stay calm and crack jokes. So it makes him, I don't know. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not condoning what he did. But
so where did this happen?
It was I was in the Caribbean. It was on the island of St. Martin.
Yeah. Outside there, some crazy stuff happens, but I guess also stuff happens in like crime-filled cities. Like,
anywhere you can find it.
Yeah.
Well, even in our small town, there's been like murders. There was a guy who got out of jail. I think he was in jail for like 20 years or something because he got filed for trying to rape his wife or whatever. As soon as he got out of prison, he went and murdered her. Went straight to her house and killed her.
This happened in Burley?
It was in Declo, but it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then there was another story of this guy that I can't remember who it was. They tied up a dead horse and dragged the body around town.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
I don't know. It was a few years back too,
Really?
but
Oh.
I mean, I'm not saying our hometown's a horrible place. It isn't. I really like this place.
This is like rare. This is like
very rare.
Rare stuff that happens. I remember there was a motel that was open, and the owner, he got murdered, and they stuffed his body in a crawl space.
Yeah,
and the motel got shut down for it.
It actually got wrecked. Like they leveled it. There's a
Yeah.
like an office building up there.
Yeah.
But then there was another girl who's been missing for like 3 years, and they just found her body.
Yeah.
I think they found her skeleton. I don't know if she was much of a
Oh.
body yet left. I mean, but anyway, yeah, they found her, and she was actually like an hour and a half away from here, and
Oh.
just I don't know. It's crazy. The world is.
Yeah. Humans can do.
Humans are savages.
Absolutely terrible things.
You don't see dogs or chickens or cats just going up and killing. I don't think you see any other species killing each other like what we see.
Well, the closest thing are like monkeys. Like, I saw Planet Earth.
So I've seen that. I think I've seen that too.
Yeah, they just cannibalize one of the young after like a fight between two monkey packs.
Yeah, they'll go fight each other.
What do they call groups of monkeys? Like,
I don't know, a herd, a pack,
family, a tribe,
maybe.
Yeah.
No, they will.
Yeah.
They fight. I think they're the closest to humans because they'll fight over territory
Yeah.
instead of just sharing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You don't see
animals fight over territory, but they either kill all the animals or drive them away. Monkeys will like make a statement.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the point is humans are just.
Yeah.
We are a rare breed of species. Kind of messed up, but it is what it is.
And monkeys being close to us, like look at Planet of the Apes. Like, what do they do? When the monkeys grow intelligence, what do they do to like humans? They enslave them, kill them for sport, even.
That's what we do with animals. We enslave them and kill them for sport. What's a zoo?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that the animals get taken care of in a zoo, like they get fed and stuff. But I mean, it's not. I would hate to be confined within a 50-foot by 20-foot space with a fence, and everybody's looking at me like I'm some sort of trophy or.
Yeah. Some of them today are like were raised in captivity, so if they go back out in the wild,
they would die.
Yeah. So
Logan Paul, excuse me.
Well, Jake Paul somehow. Well, this controversy, I think this happened a few years back, but TMZ, those wonderful people. I'm just kidding. They're not wonderful. They're horrible. They're out to ruin people's lives.
They
like,
really
if you're
are.
a big celebrity, they'll just be like, "Oh, let's get some dirt on everyone." Like, come on, man. That's all tabloid magazines and like video like websites. There's like if you're famous, they'll try to get any little piece of dirt on you.
I think that's stupid. It's like, oh, let's try and find ways to ruin people's lives. Why not try to build people up? Like, I read that since Logan Paul's video came out, the suicide rate's gone down worldwide.
Nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think you can take anything and turn it into a positive. Like, everybody on YouTube, learn from his mistake. Don't make the same mistake.
One of the dark jokes is like, I remember there's a thing on like PewDiePie submissions, the Reddit, where he like reads memes, and there's a guy about to jump off the roof. It was like this comic was like this guy, he's like on like one of the like on the edge of a building about to jump off, and then the guy at the window's like, "Wait, you don't want to be in a Logan Paul vlog, do you?" And he walks and he brings him in.
That's terrible.
So I guess that's what people too. It's like, oh, I don't want to be in a Logan Paul vlog. No, I'm just kidding. But
I think if you shut down Logan Paul's channel like they wanted to and ruin his career, I think you'd have more suicides. You know how many kids worship that guy?
Yeah.
It's
to
I
me,
don't
it's
know.
kind of disturbing. Like if a person gets their YouTube channel shut down, it's sad because people will kill themselves, and that's just a sad thing. But but another controversy, like the Paul brothers, like they're not immune to controversy because Jake Paul.
It's mostly Jake Paul.
Yeah,
He's
Jake Paul. He was like the controversial figure of 2016.
I know, it was terrible.
Pretty much California. I think what city was he living in? Like Los Angeles?
I think it was LA.
Yeah, LA. Like they pretty much band together to like not make him vlog inside his house. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing.
It's his own house.
I know. So he had to move. I guess he had to move out. I don't know if they. What's the law? Well, it's not really a law. It's like the city and like acted against it and like made like a court order. I think. Yeah. I don't remember all the legal terms, but yeah, he couldn't vlog inside his house. I don't know if he can now. I didn't get an update on that story, but he sold that house because everyone like found it and they were like vandalizing it and stuff.
His house?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but Jake Paul, he's someone decided, TMZ, as we mentioned earlier, decided to dig up a video of him saying like freestyle rapping and saying the N-word. But here's the thing. I saw the video. It looks like he wasn't really being recorded. Like he didn't get permission to be recorded. Someone was just like had a camera out and was like he was freestyling it and he's just saying all the words and happened to have the N-word in it. And I think it's not really Jake Paul's fault. Like maybe he shouldn't have been freestyling and saying the N-word, but I don't know. I don't know the circumstances, but I think like he wasn't aware he's being recorded, so he felt safe. Like he I don't know, safe. He felt like no one was like violating his privacy or anything. So I think it's just his TMZ trying to take him down.
Which is stupid. You know how many
rappers?
rappers?
Every media outlet picked this up. So I don't like Jake Paul either, but I'm saying he's not in the wrong here. I think it's like just people trying to bring him down. Like, 2018, we need a juicy story on both the Paul brothers.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, how many rappers use the N-word in their raps?
Yeah. Well, it's usually just the black ones, but like for white people, it's a taboo. And
so you're saying
I'm not saying it's just a word, but I'm saying like
if Jake Paul was black, do you think he would be getting the same crap he's getting?
No, of course not, because he's black. He can use the N-word.
Well, why is that? Why is it okay?
Yeah, I know. Like I know the word had history behind it, but
why do we get to pick and choose when and who can use it?
Shouldn't we cut out all racist words? Like, shouldn't we just cut out the word altogether? I mean, like, racism is bad. And if that's not more obvious, shouldn't we also cut out any words that can be considered racist? I mean, word was like used by slave owners to like demoralize their slaves.
Yeah.
In fact, I was watching Roots miniseries. I have a miniseries watching it, and it's a pretty good miniseries. And I don't know. I was just saying, I like the show Roots. They're using the N-word. The slave owners were using the N-word for history, and Louis Gossett Jr. He's another slave. He also is like, you want a N-word to be dead? Like, well, I don't know, something like that.
They use the N-word in Longest Yard. Chris Rock says it.
He does? Well, like, isn't he like Samoan?
Chris Rock? Chris Rock's a black guy.
I thought for some reason I thought you were talking about The Rock.
No.
I was thinking of the movie Gridiron Gang.
Mm-mm.
No,
I'm talking about The Longest Yard.
Yeah, wrong movie.
But I don't know, like the whole thing behind racism, what is it? To like say that I'm better than you? Like when you say somebody's racist, that means they don't like a certain race and that you think you're better than them.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid. Like I don't think people should see people. I don't think you should put people into categories.
Yeah. Whether
it be based on religion or their race specifically, or where they're raised or where they're from. People that are born in Texas, or you shouldn't be putting people into groups. If we're all equal, like everybody claims that everybody is, then why are we still putting people into groups?
Yeah.
I think it's just silly. I think it's something that is stupid and needs to die.
Racism was kind of formed like with back in history, like a group of people didn't know like about another group of people. Sorry, I wasn't too close to the mic, and they would fear them. Like racism was bred through fear. Like they didn't know like what this group of people were like, and so once they got bigger than them, once they were like knew about them and like tried to be more superior towards them, they started to become more like disrespectful toward them, something like that. Like just like to demoralize them, so they wouldn't. I guess like either out of fear, so they wouldn't like
So they
stand
wouldn't
up
like
against
rebel.
them.
Yeah.
Or they just felt like they'll never do anything against us. They'll never raise their hands against us. They're like lower than us.
Yeah. I just think it's all silly. I don't know.
Of course, we as we all know, we fear what we don't know.
Yeah,
It's
people,
natural.
you fear what you don't understand. That's what people do. They fear what they don't understand.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all I have to say on the subject. So 2018.
We hope 2018 is gonna get better, which I obviously think it will. I mean, it's only we're a week into 2018, but the problem with the media and everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, because I feel like a lot of the millennials now, like specifically our generation and everyone that's come after us, is we don't get. I mean, I can't say that I'm on the news ever. The only news I ever see is news that comes on YouTube. And most of the news that's on YouTube is actually good news. It's very. I mean, I'm not saying it's rare. You can find plenty of bad news if you watch all those drama channels. You know, you can watch Keemstar. He does one. Scares. I know Philly D. He's got a lot of. That's what it is. They're just news channels, and if you watch those, great. You can get a lot of news there. But the point is I don't think a lot of our generation watches the news. I can't tell you the last time I've seen Fox or CNN.
Yeah. I haven't seen a news channel in a while because I don't really watch like satellite or cable TV.
Yeah. Well, all news is it's just negative. Like TMZ. Name one good article TMZ's ever put up that's not trying to destroy anybody?
I can't really think of any. Like
So
you can probably go look on the website and see like if it's not like negative, it's something stupid like Kylie Jenner gets pasta or something.
Or Kylie Jenner shows cleavage as she is rocking a new bikini. It's like, come on, dude. It's like the only TMZ I ever see is what's on Snapchat, and I don't even look through them. Yeah. I did look through the Logan Paul one because I wanted to see what they're talking about. All they did was they snapped pictures of him running outside his house. It's like, oh, Logan Paul comes out hiding after a week after his
Or maybe he's just going to
maybe he's just going for a run.
Yeah. Maybe he's just kind of taking a break from it, you know. After that incident, I'd probably take a break too.
Yeah, go rethink and figure things out. I mean, I think it's going to be hard for him to come back. I know he will come back, but like, I don't know what he's going to do to come back. Sorry, guys, I effed up a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a month ago or whatever.
Yeah. So the only thing I really have to look forward to 2018 is escapism, like video games and movies and maybe even some TV. Like Monster Hunter World, that's coming out this month. And I can't wait to play that. That looks really cool. I think they released a new trailer about a new monster. Can't remember. I think it was like some kind of dragon. I don't know. You can probably go look it up. But also Red Dead Redemption 2.
That is going to be a gnarly game.
Yeah. We want to play that on the channel. It's going to be a pretty long game. So
we've got several of those still going.
Yeah.
Which we are going to finish.
Also, what other games? Well, there is like Metroid Prime 4 coming out. That's probably not coming out until 2019. Although if they drop it 2018, I'm going to be happy.
When's Halo 6 coming out?
I don't know. They haven't said anything about it. I don't know if they're saving for like the new Xbox or.
I hope not, man. That's the freaking. They did that with freaking Halo 3. It made you get the 360. I was so pissed.
Yeah, well, originally, fun fact: Halo 2 and 3 are supposed to be like one game. Like,
Really?
yeah, I think it was supposed to be like they tried to double the campaign length, but I think they had they wanted to also introduce multiplayer, and so they kind of cut it in half. That's why the ending was so abrupt.
For Halo 2?
Yeah.
That goes down as one of the worst endings
Yeah.
in video game history. Which sucks, because that is a great game.
Yeah.
An amazing game with the worst
Yeah.
possible ending you could ever think of.
But Halo 3 has probably one of the most satisfying
Oh,
endings.
no, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. No, it wasn't sad. It was Halo 5 that was
Yeah.
pretty sad. No,
Yeah.
Halo 4.
Yeah.
Halo 4 is a sad one.
But what other games are you excited for Xbox One besides, or Xbox Joe, that besides Halo 6?
I'm still waiting for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered to come out.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be multi-platform. But like, can you think of any exclusives you've seen?
Xbox. Oh, to be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Like Xbox One not doing so good with their exclusives, because the exclusives that are coming out for Xbox One are also coming to PC, so they're not really exclusives.
But that's Microsoft's thing, though.
Yeah, they're like, so I'm thinking, like, why aren't you having like some console exclusives? Why aren't you pushing for some console exclusives, like Crackdown 3? Why don't you just make that for Xbox One only, or I remember Gears of War 4, that was for PC too. It's like, why not make that for Xbox One only? But even with like games coming only to Xbox One and PC, it's not really impressive. Like I'm not really a big fan of Crackdown, so I don't really care much about Crackdown 3, even though it has Terry Crews in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he's gonna make an appearance. I think he's only gonna be in like one cutscene, and that's it. He's probably gonna be like an NPC, but you can't really play as him, which is kind of a letdown. But Sony, they have some exclusives coming out.
They have killer. PlayStation always has killer exclusives.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's why PlayStation's doing good.
Yeah.
To be honest, the only reason I have an Xbox is because of Halo.
Yeah.
That was my first love, and that is why I continue to buy an Xbox.
And when Halo is done, when they're done making mainstream Halo games, I
don't know.
Yeah.
I was hoping Bungie would save the day, but Destiny wasn't.
Yeah, Destiny was, and also Destiny 2 released great, started getting terrible as it went down the year, because like I heard they had some features in the game that were there at first, but then they locked them behind DLC. That's like, and I blame Activision for that.
They screw themselves, dude.
Yeah.
I wish they would just, when you make a game, let the players just play the game.
Yeah.
Don't make them have to buy all this garbage. They already spend $60 on your game.
Yeah.
Just let them play it. Like Battlefront 2 effed themselves because of that.
Yeah.
When someone buys a game, just let them play it. Let them
Yeah.
play it. It's not hard to just let them play it.
Yeah,
Instead of saying, buy this, buy that, join this, unlock that, play 5,000 hours before you can actually play the game. And it's like, what? No.
Yeah, and there are still a lot of companies that do that. Like, they're like, we'll give you the whole game. Like,
for $900 more.
Yeah, like Dark Souls. And Dark Souls has like, From Software, that's what I meant. Like, From Software has a new game coming out, and it's gonna be really cool. Well, I haven't seen much, but I know it's gonna be really cool, because like, has From Software disappointed lately?
Not in the last 4 games they've made.
Yeah, it's great. And they say they're coming back to Armored Core, so Armored Core under new direction would be because Hidetaka Miyazaki is probably going to direct it, and he's the guy behind Dark Souls, so it's probably going to be pretty good. And what other games can you think of coming out in 2018? Well, I'm more of the person who
more than I do.
There's some pretty good ones coming out.
Maybe they're gonna
Spider-Man, the PS4 Spider-Man coming out.
I actually wouldn't mind playing that.
Yeah.
We used to play the old Spider-Man games for the
Spider-Man
PlayStation
2.
and the GameCube,
Yeah.
and they were good. They were really good.
And Insomniac's doing this one. The guys behind Ratchet and Clank and Spyro. So
that might be a good game. I wish they would make another Spyro that wasn't. Yeah. It was a throwback, you know.
Yeah, like not kind of like Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, don't do a remake. Do a throwback. Yeah. Make a new game, but a throwback to the old. Yeah, that'd be
great.
Like, another one which I would absolutely love is Gauntlet. Gauntlet Dark Legacy was amazing, and it's been like 20 years. Make a new one, but do a throwback. Don't do the Gauntlet. What was the new one they made? Heroes?
No, it's just called Gauntlet. It's like was a completely different game.
It seemed to me it felt more like Diablo. Yeah. Which Diablo's a good game.
Well, you talk about Gauntlet 7 Sorrows.
That's what it was. Yeah.
There was a new Gauntlet that came out in like 2013, 2014. It was like supposed to be like a reboot. It was from Warner Brothers, and
wasn't good.
It was weird. Like, to play the wizard, you had to put a bunch of different button combinations to like cast different spells. The barbarian was just straightforward, but the wizard is like really complex, and I don't know about the archer or the dwarf. But you'd have to play it, see if like it's really different from Dark Legacy.
Yeah, I wish they would just do a Dark Legacy 2, you know? Because it was great. I played so many hours of that game. We've actually been recently playing it. It was so good, but I don't know. It's not like I have any power. Maybe when I get to like Elon Musk status, I can be like, "Yo, make me another game. Yeah, I'll even pay you for it."
Yeah, it's like
here's a few $100 million. Make a game.
First you have to get to Elon Musk status, and that's the hard part. Got to make a name for ourselves.
Maybe Elon will just make a game. Yeah. Did you know he's a gamer?
Oh,
he's nice. A gamer. I love Elon Musk. I think he's a great guy. Don't really know him, but what he's done is amazing. But anyway, every Sunday I think he like catches up on his emails and he just games.
If I ever try to get into the game making business, because I've tried programming, it wasn't working for me, but maybe I'll get back into it again. I think maybe I can throw Elon Musk in a game.
Yeah, or email him, say, "Yo, will you sponsor this game?"
Yeah. Or maybe just make Elon Musk simulator.
Or make it like a Forza, just a Tesla Motorsports.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. And just make a bunch of like futuristic cars that like fly on the tracks.
Yeah, I was listening to the specs of the Tesla sports car. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called a Roadster. I think it goes from 0 to 60 in like 1.9 seconds.
Wow.
That's disgusting. That is crazy fast. That's like, ready, 1, 60, boom. It's like, what?
Also, games. I'd have to look up some to see what's coming out, because I can't. I can only think of like Monster Hunter because that's coming out this month. And
didn't you say they're doing a remake of Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, it's coming out February. Oh yeah, I'd like to play that too.
That was a fun game.
Yeah.
The ending was amazing, where you find out you're actually the monster killing all the giants. Or is that just a theory?
I think it's after you kill the giants, like the shadows possess you and you become a monster, and then you fall into a hole, and then like you're reborn as the protagonist of the Eco. Yeah, and Eco is a pretty good game too. The Last Guardian, I was kind of sad that it wasn't as good as those two games, but
is that what it was supposed to be? It was like Shadow of the Colossus?
No, it was like the guys who make those games, like they make completely different games. But the guy who originally found Team Eco, it got closed down, but he opened a new studio and finished it, and it was years in development, so some things were development was kind of shaky, so whatever type of whatever project they had in mind changed over time, and it wasn't as good as what it originally was. But but Last Guardian. I haven't finished it. I should finish it. If you don't know, I have a horrible habit of buying games. So this year I made a system where I have to at least beat 5 games to buy a new one. Even if it's like a small indie one, I still have to beat 5 games. So
Good system.
yeah, and like the Last Guardian is on my list. I gotta beat that.
Are they gonna make a Last of Us 2?
Yeah, it's coming out. Oh yeah, Last of Us 2 is coming out. Probably not this year, maybe 2019.
That's gonna be a sweet game.
Yeah.
Didn't that get Game of the Year in 2013?
Yeah, well, it got several Game of the Year awards. I don't. I think it like I don't remember if like the Game Awards or gave it Game of the Year. I can't remember, but it was a pretty solid game.
It was amazing.
And then what other games could there be? I can't. I need to look at a list.
Yeah, look at a list.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
how we will escape from the news of the world.
With video games
and movies.
and making videos for you guys.
Yes.
We hope to grow this channel. And when I debut my review series, I hope that maybe somehow it'll explode like into the atmosphere.
That'd be amazing.
Because some people, like some channels, they like make one video and it like YouTube picks it up and recognizes it and just promotes it, and it's great.
It's great. It's how you can get. They say just when one video goes viral, they all do.
And there's this one YouTube channel that I saw, and only 2 videos, and I saw it. It's called Arnold, like Meet Arnold. Like, have you seen those? Where it's like this little animated guy, and he like it shows you like what would happen if you went through a black hole. It's like a scientific fact channel, but like has this character named Arnold, and they like put him through a bunch of horrible stuff, and it's hilarious, and I like it. And that like, but it's really well produced, so it might be from some type of studio that they don't like say the name of, but it's still like it's very creative, it's original, and it's better than a lot of other stuff. So there's like, and even like small independent like game reviewer channels, like which was the one, like Nitro Rad, like he only had he had another channel, but he only uploaded like 3 videos on his other channel. His first game review was Star Tropics, and he got really popular off that. Now he's like 500,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe when I post a review on my channel, Delicious Cancer will blow up, or maybe I'll have to do 10 reviews to make it blow up.
What if you have to do 100? Then you just keep making them.
I really want to push to get it out to January, but I'm still writing the script, so maybe if I like blaze through the script and then get filming done and then edit the crap out of it, then I could probably get it out.
I feel like that's one of the challenges we face is Thane's got his own channel. I've got my own channel where I film vlogs and stuff of that sort, and also we've got this channel which has been like our first. We're trying to do all of these different things, which I think is good. It pushes us, and I feel like we need to do more. So I mean,
and I'm going to college for video production in the summer, so I can learn more about producing videos.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, of course those might be more professional videos, but heck, even for YouTube, like even like producing a video on YouTube and learning how to professionally produce videos, like there's a ton of professionally produced videos on YouTube. YouTube.
There's tons of professional filmmakers on YouTube that make an actual living off of that.
Yeah. And Neil Bandcamp, the guy who I don't know if I pronounced his name right. He made like a channel called Oats Studios, and he's the guy who directed District 9, and he made like this little channel for like a bunch of short films to produce like he produces short films and he puts on that channel. and one of them had Sigourney Weaver in it.
Nice.
So yeah, I think that YouTube, in the future, they're gonna favor the more like creative people, but like it's unfortunate they're giving them a shaft to like smaller channels, like a Filthy Frank started out as a small channel today with the type of comedy he was doing.
It would be hard.
He wouldn't get anywhere. Even though I would have supported him because I like that type of humor.
Yeah. Well, the thing is YouTube's like, be creative.
Yeah.
But because of all the crap everybody's done, be creative like this.
Yeah.
And only this.
Yeah, like here we gave you canvas, but you can only paint with these colors.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can only use red, white, and blue.
Come on. I want to have the whole canvas. I want to have the whole color spectrum.
There were spots for everybody. How come we can have rated R movies, except now we can't have any rated R content? Like, I'm not saying that's all I consume. I'm just saying I think there needs to be places for Filthy Frank on YouTube. Yeah. There needs to be places for people that are seeking that sort of entertainment. I don't know. I don't think you can just shut it down.
Yeah, and did you know, like, some people do get away with, like, JonTron. He's like on the H3 podcast, he said all his videos were green. No yellow demonetization. So he got off. But he even though he says the occasional F word, he gets off of it. He does it where, like, I don't think YouTube can really pick it up because, like, his jokes are, like, clean or, like, really clever so that they don't pick him up as often. But then, yeah, like, some people who are, like small YouTubers I really like are just, like, getting demonetized because they probably said an F word or two, and they don't really have any other objectionable content besides, it's mostly language, and I think that people are more accepting of, like, bad language because, like, times are changing. It's not as bad as, like, violence or nudity.
Okay, well, how about every song on YouTube that cusses?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like,
their videos are still monetized
because they have, like, a company behind it to keep it, like, making money. And when you don't have a company behind your videos, you don't really have any way to keep your video from being demonetized if it has that type of content. And also, some music videos, they show straight up nudity, like full female nudity.
Oh, there's a Velvet or I think it's called. What is Slash was in another band. I think it was called Velvet Revolver.
Oh.
Anyway, it shows boobs in one of their music videos. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and some, like, live concerts they post, like, I think for, like, White Zombie, they have, like, topless chicks, or it's Rob Zombie. I think it's just Rob Zombie. Yeah, topless chicks in those videos. It's like, where's the injustice end?
And all those videos still have ads played on them.
And actually, sometimes demonetization goes a little too far because, like, that Casey Neistat incident, talking about the Las Vegas shooting.
Yeah,
he just talked about it, like, talked about it in a positive light. Well, not like. Well, you know what I mean. Like, he talked about raising money for it, and YouTube demonetized it.
Yeah.
But then Jimmy Kimmel
doesn't. Yeah. I think
because, again,
YouTube favors mainstream. Yeah. Which I understand. YouTube gets like 40,000 hours every hour worth of upload video to YouTube. It's hard to monitor all that. Yeah. I understand. Like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how YouTube is able to take all of that information and not lose it all, upload it to servers in hours for people to watch. Like, kudos to you, YouTube. Like, it's great. I love YouTube, but I don't know. They just pick and choose who gets the shaft and who doesn't. And I feel like it's favoring mainstream creators, people that are on the mainstream media, which sucks because YouTube didn't start out that way. YouTube was a platform for people like us, but now I saw that Will Smith has a channel on there. I know The Rock has a channel, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Late Night with Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, like Conan, everybody, which is great. I think there's enough room for everybody. It's just that's who YouTube favors. When you get on YouTube, that's what's on the recommended. That's what's on the trending.
That's what's gonna get them the biggest payout.
I know, and it stinks.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. YouTube gets their money from advertisers, right?
Yeah.
Who cares whose video it goes on? They still get paid.
Yeah, and you know.
Oh, you know what it probably is if more people buy a specific product, YouTube gets even more of a kickback.
Yeah. And you know, here's the thing.
They're trying to reach the most people.
If we were offered like from a different company, not like a well-known company maybe, or maybe like a company starting out, if we were offered to make content for them and we were guaranteed to get paid, we'd go make content for them.
Yeah.
Even if we had to leave YouTube, we'd do it.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, like, what are they gonna do for us? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is
we have to do things for them.
Yeah. If YouTube doesn't need the content creators. Like if PewDiePie disappeared, somebody else would take his spot. It's not like YouTube's dying for PewDiePie.
Like someone's already kind of taken PewDiePie's spot. He's still there, but it's only really for his audience. It's not like, and his audience, I would say, is not really it's a big audience, but it's not like it's not like for like the public audience, like the average viewer. Like it's like more of a niche crowd he's aiming to now, which is great.
Which is great. I think
I'm part of that niche crowd.
I am too. I mean, you don't need an infinite number of people watching your videos.
Yeah.
Like
PewDiePie, he still gets millions of views per video because there's still that many people watch him.
And I feel like that's the thing is we're just trying to make a living doing what we love, you know. I can't wait for the day where I can say all I have to do is YouTube and I can get paid for it. Like I just make videos. I can't wait for that day. And I'm going to work until I get that. But I feel like that's just all everybody's trying to do is just trying to make a living. They don't need millions and millions of views to make a paycheck, you know. But it's not fair that YouTube gets to pick and choose what you can say or what you can do or how you can do it. I mean, I'm not for showing dead bodies. I'm not for showing nudity or anything like that. But
the closest thing you showed to being something dead was a cat in one of your vlogs.
Yeah, it was a dead cat. But I mean,
I don't think YouTube will demonetize you for that.
They didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is where's the freedom? You know, I think.
Has YouTube demonetized you for your vlogs?
No, they've never demonetized.
His vlogs are the safest thing. Like all you do is put some royalty free music, vlog your life, and people watch it. Me, I don't understand the appeal of vlogs. Probably because I need something to catch my attention more. I'm just that kind of guy. But
then there's things for everybody. Like, I watch every one of Casey's videos. He's a great vlogger. I've seen Logan and Jake Paul's vlogs, and I mean, it's not really my style, but
it's something.
Yeah, I've seen Roman Atwood's vlogs. They're not really my style. For some reason, I'm really drawn to Casey's vlogs, but to each their own.
Because he's not a subject of controversy. Well, but that really is a fact. Maybe because he's just really entertaining. Maybe because how he just makes them. Yeah,
well, and he like teaches and inspires. I think that's why I'm drawn to it. Like, I watch another guy called Peter McKinnon. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's blown up, and he's a vlogger, and he also does tutorials. Like, I learn a lot of my filming from him. So, I don't know. I just to each their own. Everybody's got their own deal. So.
Yeah. So who knows when success will come? If we keep trying hard at it. Right now, who knows, we aren't pushing hard enough. We just need to push a little harder. And we want to try for daily uploads, or at least semi-daily uploads.
Yeah, I feel like we could do 2 to 3 videos a week with the podcast.
But right now, we're kind of like, life is kind of in our face right now. Yeah. And also, I procrastinate a lot, and I need to really
buckle down.
Yeah. Maybe there's methods not for procrastinating. Well,
just
the method
to do
is just do it.
Just
do it.
There you go.
Slap yourself in the face and do it. But
I'm really excited. 2018 is going to be an amazing year. Yeah. And at the end of the year, we'll come back to this podcast, and we'll be like, wow, look how far we've come.
Yeah.
All it takes is the grind. Just grind until you get to where you want to be.
Soon enough, we'll be at 50, and then next thing you know, we'll be at 100.
100K.
Some podcasts I listen to, I've like listened to the first episode, and next thing you know, I'm listening to the 100th podcast. It's like, wow, that sure flew by fast.
Yeah.
We may do this. Who knows? This may be the thing we'll only do. Hopefully, it won't be the only thing we'll be doing, because when you have a podcast, you at least need other things to. Unless the podcast has like a theme, but we're just here talking, so maybe we'll have other stuff in the channel. Maybe we'll probably have more sketches and
yeah, I'd like to do more sketches,
more one-offs. Like maybe like in between all the long playthroughs, we can do one-offs.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna try and
kind of like what we did back then with all those emulation games.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and cut back on the big playthroughs. Like we'll still give episodes, but I don't think we're gonna drag them out for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say more than like 12 to 15.
We should really stack up the one-offs, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We'll sit down and figure it out. But
Yeah.
we've got a lot coming. We're really excited. We got We got more gameplay. We got more podcasts. We've got more sketches that we're working on. We've got game reviews we're working on. We still got the Game Awards, which is coming up here soon. So
I'm gonna try to learn After Effects and learn how to make great thumbnails and stuff like that. And
we're just gonna keep going, take it day by day, and who knows? Maybe a year from now we'll have 1 million subs. There's gonna be 1 million of you guys that have come back and watched our humbled beginnings, and just keep going. But anyway, we're probably gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
Unless you got anything else you want to say.
Nope. I'm pretty much all.
You're all set out.
Yeah.
Said and done. But anyway, next week we've got a special guest. You've heard us talk about him a few times. It's Pat from Game Gods. So expect to see him. He's going to tell us his story from how he went from zero subs, 0 views to I think it was 10,000 subs and over 3 million views.
Yeah.
So he'll give us the little tips and secrets on
how
that.
YouTube took away his channel, that channel.
How YouTube screwed him.
Yeah.
So he's still, I guess he's
still
in the fight
grinding.
for that.
He's still got a channel. If you want to go check him out, it's Game Gods TV.
Link in the description. But anyway, look forward to that. And then the week after, we should have our doctor guest that we promised you guys a while ago. So he should be on here. But we're excited. Future's looking good. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Join the conversation. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. See you later.
Peace.
You've got mail. Goodbye.